talking about the difference of the new generation schools in the city and the town here, or we can say the school in the village.
Yeah.
So give us some idea about it.
So I can give a little bit ideas about the school in the city and the school in village.
Yeah.
So first I'm gonna talk about the public school. So in public school, like NGS is a public school, but
Yes.
it's a kind of a modern school
Mhm.
of a new generation school in Phnom Penh. And also this school have a lot of scheming, like they do a lot of researches and also they study well. They have a tight strict rule like that. And in the village, like kind of public school, it's not much modern. It must be from the 20th century or something,
Yes.
like the 1990s or something. So it's kind of little bit old, and it's I mean the rules not much strict, but
Yes.
now we're trying to develop this the place idea, especially the environment.
Yes.
And then we can go to the next chapter, like the rules and the study and the scheming system.
Yes.
And what do you think about the private school, both in the village and also in the city?
So for the private schools, I'm not sure about it. Like I never know a lot about it, but I'm gonna give you some like example in the city. So for private school, students need mostly private schools in Phnom Penh, or we can say in the city. They copy after the Western from the America.
Yeah.
Yes. So they dressed everything look like America. Like they dress in like short skirts and kind of shirt that have tie.
Yeah.
And in every students, like girls and boy, they all wear the same as that, and they only focus on the English language.
Yeah.
And for about the schools, the private school in the village, do you know anything about it?
Well, the private school in the village, there's a lot about a kind of a not much scheming system. Maybe they're just doing it, but not much focusing. Like they even hire teacher from other country.
Yes.
But it's kind of difficult. Like sometimes the school can be closed or something, and the teacher might have go back to their country or something. So it's very difficult in the village. It's
Yes.
not like in other country. In other country, in the village, they have public school, but public school is kind of a big school that have a strict rule and a lot of kind of scheme system.
Yes.
Like in England, American, and Russian, both developing country like Indian, China, Russia, England, and Canada, and United States. So
Yes.
those countries are the developing ones.
Yeah, so as we are talking about, the difference between the private schools and also the public school, or we can say the new generation schools, and kind of like, some sort of public schools that you study in. So when we talk about it, I didn't mean that we're going to access them, which one is bad, which one is good. But as you know, that I'm originally from the new generation high schools, and
Yes.
you are from the Hon Sai Music High School, which was here in the village, and I'm in the city. So we're gonna tell the difference, but we're not gonna say that, oh, this school is bad, this school is good. We're not gonna access the school, but we're just gonna tell, or we can say that we're gonna show the difference.
Yeah,
But
we're just gonna solve the difference. We don't wanna
access.
show.
Yes, we don't want to access. So the first of all is talking about the rules.
Yeah.
Yeah, so for the schools rules in the new generation high school, so the schools, they're like kind of strict, but for those students who obeyed the rules, they don't say it was strict, they just said it was the right strict for them to follow, or we can say the right rules for them to follow, even though it's strict, even though it's like it's very hard for them to follow, but they must follow because it's the school rules. Also, it's to develop them to be a good student. What about high school here?
The high school here, they have kind of different rules. Like the rule is about the environment first, just because the school is in a kind of developing school like
Yes.
the NGS. And this school, they have to first develop the environment. Second, there's the rule about silent in the class. Another is that you have to pay attention to the teacher.
Yes.
Another one, clean the classroom first. So
Yes.
that is a kind of environment.
Yeah.
And this is the first thing that this school is kind of putting the rules on. So it's not strict much, just because it's not a kind of developing school yet. Maybe in the future, I feel like this is a developing school.
Okay, so talking about the school rules, you said that the school rule was mixed with the environment stuff.
Yeah.
But for my schools, they don't mix with the environment. The school rules is just focusing on what the student should do,
Yeah.
what the teacher should do. The environment is different because environment and the new generation high schools, they do like the students. There were so many there was like no many rubbish, or we
Yeah.
can say no many trash, and it's just only kind of leaves from the trees that falls down, and then the students just like
Clean it.
clean, and sometimes the volunteer from the teacher. And I think that your high school, because it's my experience, only the students who are allowed to clean. The
Yeah.
teacher just stand and then tell them to clean, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't volunteer to help.
I'm a class monitor. Like me, I'm the class monitor of 7A. So then I have to watch every movement of the. I have to sometimes command them.
Yes.
But some of the students they listen and some other don't.
Yes.
But I help them sometimes either. It's not just like class monitor. They're just watching and give command like that. They have to help them either. Just like a lot of other school standard school either. Like most schools, they all do like that. Even the foreign school either.
Yeah, so we're talking about the school rules. That mean we are kind of like, we're focusing on the whole thing of the
Yeah.
schools, whole difference. So you said that there were no kind of punishment for those class monitor who didn't do anything, right? Is there
Yeah.
any punishment?
There's no punishment. It's just like a little bit advice or something like that. The principal give the advice when we sing the national anthem in the area of the flag.
Oh.
And the teacher just give the advice, and then we have to do after it.
Yes, and for here, if the class monitor didn't do, they just only stand and then watch. Then it was like, the teacher will give them to clean the whole place.
That's a kind of a punishment.
Yes,
so.
that's a punishment. So I think that was like we're focusing on that, and that's
Yeah.
all of our conversation. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that's it for our conversation, the difference, and we're gonna say goodbye and see you next time. Bye.